Let's talk to my business people for a minute. Those of you pouring your heart and soul into your ventures. My entrepreneurs, my hustlers, the ones burning the midnight oil to make their dreams a reality. I see you. Ever feel like you're a hamster in a wheel, just endlessly running, expending energy but getting nowhere? Running hard, sweating, exhausted, pushing yourself to the absolute limit day in and day out, but you're still in the same spot. Despite all the effort, you haven't moved forward. You're stuck. That's what starting a business feels like for too many people. A constant uphill battle, a never-ending struggle. The hamster wheel of hustle. It's a relentless cycle. You're up at 4 a.m., before the sun even thinks about rising. Answering emails late, long after everyone else has gone to sleep. Drinking coffee like it's oxygen, because without it you simply wouldn't function. Doing everything right, following all the advice, checking all the boxes, but your bank account is unimpressed. It stubbornly refuses to reflect your efforts. You're putting in Olympic-level effort for thumb wrestling results. The ROI just isn't there. All that energy, all that sacrifice, the missed family dinners, the neglected hobbies, the sheer exhaustion, just to stay afloat, to barely pay the bills. Is this really what you signed up for? Even your dog looks worried. He senses your stress, your frustration, your quiet desperation. It's frustrating. You start to question everything. Your decisions, your abilities, your very sanity. Maybe you're not cut out for this. Maybe you lack the skills, the talent, the sheer grit required. Maybe you should have stayed at that boring desk job. At least it was stable, predictable, and came with a regular paycheck. But don't quit on me yet. Don't give up on your dreams just yet. The problem isn't how hard you're running. You're clearly dedicated and willing to work. The problem is the wheel itself. It's the system, the approach, the fundamental strategy. You're putting in all this effort, but you're not pointed in the right direction. You're misaligned, off course, heading the wrong way. You're trying to break down a brick wall with your forehead, using brute force where finesse is required. When the door is right there, wide open, an easier path, a smarter solution, a more effective strategy, you're just too busy headbutting the bricks to see it. You're so focused on the struggle that you're missing the obvious. We're gonna find that door. We're gonna shift your perspective and uncover the opportunities you've been missing. We're gonna stop the spinning. We're gonna break free from this cycle of endless hustle and minimal reward. Let's get you out of that cage. Let's unlock your potential and build a business that truly thrives. Let me introduce you to Brenda. She's the kind of person who pours her heart and soul into everything she does. A true entrepreneur with a passion for baking. Brenda makes cupcakes so good they could fix your whole life. Each one is a tiny masterpiece, a symphony of flavors and textures that dance on your tongue. They're not just cupcakes, they're edible works of art. She works 18-hour days, fueled by caffeine and a relentless drive to succeed. The sun rises and sets while she's in her kitchen, perfecting her craft. Her kitchen's a disaster, a chaotic landscape of flour, sugar, and half-empty bowls. It's a testament to her dedication, a battlefield where deliciousness is forged. And her cupcakes are perfect. Each swirl of frosting, each sprinkle of color is meticulously placed. They're flawless, Instagram-worthy creations, but her shop is empty. No one's buying. The display case filled with her beautiful creations sits untouched. The silence is deafening. She posts online, tells her friends, tries every marketing trick she can find. She engages on social media, hoping to attract customers, sharing photos of her delectable treats. Works herself to the bone, sacrificing sleep, personal time, and everything in between. She's pouring every ounce of energy into her business, and still throws away dozens of cupcakes every day. A heartbreaking reminder of her struggle, a symbol of wasted effort and lost potential. She's doing everything right, or so it seems. She's following all the conventional wisdom, ticking all the boxes, amazing product, insane work ethic, the kind that would make anyone else crumble. She's got the ingredients for success, no doubt about it. So why is she struggling? What's the missing piece? Why isn't her hard work translating into the success she deserves? This is the trap. We think more work equals more success. That if we just put in enough hours, grind hard enough, we'll eventually reach our goals. Brenda stays up later, bakes more, experiments with new flavors, trying to perfect her recipes even further, convinced the answer is just more. More effort, more cupcakes, more social media posts. But she's just getting more lost, faster. The harder she works, the further she seems to drift from her goals. Working harder isn't always the answer. Sometimes it's the problem. If it were, Brenda would have a cupcake empire. Her name would be synonymous with deliciousness, her shops would be on every corner. She's stuck because she's focused on the wrong thing. She's lost in the details, missing the bigger picture. She's obsessed with perfecting her cupcakes, tweaking recipes, and obsessing over presentation. But she's missing the most important part: the strategy, the marketing, the understanding of her customer. It's not about the grind, it's about what you're grinding for. What's the ultimate goal? What are you trying to achieve? The missing link isn't effort, it's direction. A clear vision, a well-defined strategy, a roadmap to success. Myron Golden is helping many like Brenda turn their business around in just 5 days. Talk to him live. More info is here in the notes. So many brilliant entrepreneurs miss this important mark every day. They have the talent, the passion, and the work ethic, but they lack the strategic direction to channel their efforts effectively. Myron will show you the right direction for you. The grind without the right focus is just spinning your wheels. You're expending energy, making noise, but ultimately, going nowhere. Let's find the real path. The path that leads to sustainable success. The path that allows you to leverage your hard work and achieve your dreams. Let's break it down with a metaphor. Imagine you invent a miracle cure for sand allergies, then set up shop in Alaska, in winter. You're yelling, "Get your sand allergy cure." But everyone's bundled up thinking, "What sand?" You've got the best solution but the wrong audience. It's like selling screen doors for submarines. Useless. You're not a bad doctor, just in the wrong zip code. Entrepreneurs do this all the time: fall in love with their product, assume everyone wants it. Brenda's Cupcakes? She opened next to a CrossFit gym and a kale smoothie bar. Her audience isn't looking for cupcakes, they're counting almonds. She's selling ice to Alaskans. It's not about how good your ice is, it's about who needs it. Take that same ice to the Sahara and suddenly you're a hero. The right offer to the right person changes everything. Stop trying to convince people who don't need what you have. Find the people who are desperate for your solution. That's where the magic happens. Here's where it gets personal. The expertise trap. Too many business owners can't stop talking about themselves, their skills, their credentials, their fancy methods. But customers don't care about your resume. They care about their own problems. The only question in their head: what's in it for me? If you spend all your time talking about yourself, you lose them. Think of it like a first date. If you only talk about yourself, there's no second date. A good business pitch is about the other person. Brenda's signs bragged about organic flour and awards from Aunt Carol, but her audience cared about fitness, not flour. What if her sign said, "Your cheat day just got legendary"? Now she's speaking their language. Connect your product to their world, not yours. That's how you get their attention. When you're stuck on the hamster wheel, it's not just your bank account that gets drained, it's your energy. Every day you pour your heart into your business, and every day it gives you nothing back. It's like filling a bucket with a giant hole in the bottom. That's an energy vampire, and it's living in your business. Working harder instead of smarter is the hole in the bucket. It sucks the life out of you. The passion that once felt like a bonfire now feels like a flickering candle. You start dreading what you used to love. Burnout is real, and it's brutal. When your energy is gone, everything suffers. Creativity, patience, even your relationships. You become a shell of the entrepreneur you once were. And you blame yourself, adding guilt to exhaustion. But it's not your fault. You're just pouring energy into a broken strategy. We need to plug that hole and redirect your energy where it matters. That's how you get your spark back. When your energy goes, your confidence follows. This is the confidence crisis, one of the most dangerous stages for an entrepreneur. You've tried everything, nothing works, and you start blaming yourself. Your inner voice turns from cheerleader to critic. You're not good enough, you're an imposter. This negative self-talk poisons everything. You second-guess every decision, become afraid to take risks, and stop asking for the sale. Desperation sets in, and customers can smell it a mile away. You lower your prices, get pushy, and end up pushing people away. But listen, your business struggling does not mean you are a failure. It means your approach is failing. You are not your business. You're a creative, courageous person who took a shot. The problem isn't your worth, it's your strategy. Strategies can be changed. You can rebuild confidence by getting small wins, and those wins come when you finally change your focus. Let's start that shift. Your customers are practically screaming the answers at you. They're telling you what they want, what they need, and what they'll pay for. But most of us are too busy talking to notice. Every time someone buys from your competitor, clicks away, or asks a question, they're giving you clues. These aren't rejections, they're lessons. If you take it personally, you miss the message. The market is a brutally honest but helpful teacher. Your potential customers are out there right now looking for a solution. If you're not listening, they'll find someone who is. Every day you talk about yourself is a day your competitor listens and wins. So how do you start listening? Ask questions. Get curious about their lives' struggles and goals. When you understand their pain, you can create an offer they can't resist. Here's the big secret to getting off the hamster wheel: it's not about you. Not your product, not your passion, not your credentials. The secret to a successful business is making it all about the customer. This is a huge mental shift for most entrepreneurs. We love our thing, so we think the business should be about our thing. But business is a machine for solving a customer's problem. Your passion fuels the machine, but the machine's job is to serve the customer. When you get that, everything changes. Look at every part of your business through the customer's eyes. Become obsessed with their problem, not your solution. When you make this shift, everything gets easier. Selling becomes serving. It's a more powerful, more effective, and way more fun way to do business. So here we are. You've arrived at a pivotal moment, a crossroads where you can choose a new path. Take a deep breath. Reflect on the journey so far. You've been on the hamster wheel, running tirelessly, expending energy, but not really getting anywhere. The endless cycle of work, stress, and maybe even a little bit of frustration. Maybe you've even tried selling ice in Alaska, pushing a product or service where there's simply no demand. It's a tough lesson, but a valuable one. Perhaps you've starred in the me show, focusing solely on your own achievements and forgetting about the needs of your audience. You're tired, your confidence is shaky, maybe even bruised. The entrepreneurial journey can be a roller coaster with highs and lows that test your resilience, but it's never too late to turn things around. This is not the end of the road, but a bend in it, a chance to recalibrate, refocus, and reignite your passion. You're not a failure, just an entrepreneur using the wrong map. The destination is still within reach, you simply need a better guide. Today, throw out that old map. Let go of the strategies that aren't working, the plans that are gathering dust. And get a new one, a GPS that leads to your customers' hearts. A compass that points you towards genuine connection and lasting value. The fix isn't complicated or exhausting, it's a change in perspective. It's about shifting your focus from yourself to the people you serve. Fall in love with your customer, understand their world, empathize with their struggles, and celebrate their triumphs. Not just your product is simply a tool, a means to an end. The real magic happens when you connect with people on a human level. Shift from, "Look what I can do," the old way of shouting your features from the rooftops, to "How can I help you?" the new way of listening, understanding, and offering genuine solutions. This is your comeback story. The moment you rewrite the narrative and emerge stronger, wiser, and more connected than ever before. The past doesn't matter. The stumbles, the setbacks, the moments of doubt, leave them behind. What matters is what you do next. The choices you make, the actions you take, starting right now. You have what it takes, the courage, the passion, the spark. It's all still there, waiting to be rekindled. We just need to reignite it by focusing on service, by putting your customers' needs first and becoming a valuable resource in their lives. Make your customer the hero, the star of their own success story, and watch them shine, and you become their trusted guide, the one who helped them achieve their goals. When you do that, the energy, confidence, and sales come back. They flow naturally as a result of the value you're providing. Here's your homework. Stop talking, start listening. It's the simplest yet most powerful tool in your arsenal. Find one customer and have a real conversation. Not a sales pitch, but a genuine exchange. Ask about their problems, get curious, dig deep, and uncover their true needs and desires. Become a student of their needs. Immerse yourself in their world and learn everything you can. That one conversation can change everything. It can spark new ideas, reveal hidden opportunities, and transform your entire business. It's the first step off the hamster wheel, breaking free from the endless cycle of meaningless activity, and onto the open road of success. A journey filled with purpose, connection, and lasting impact. Go be the solution they've been looking for. The answer to their prayers, the missing piece of their puzzle. Go make a difference. You can also connect here in the notes with Myron Golden. Talk with him face to face. He has helped hundreds of entrepreneurs like you reverse declining businesses in just 5 days.